and welcome to the WCHS Today show. I am filling in for Mark Kerr. I'm your co-host today, Andy Berriger, and tonight's features will be special guest Butch Balick to talk about the Madrigals, and we have the top 10 on location, and we also have the Advocate Review. And now, here is your host, the one who can talk better than I, John Harry Wall.
Thank you very much. Okay, and on that note, I present, where's my top 10, which Andy has his top 10, but before he gets to his, we have the top 10 replies to last week's top 10. All right.
I can't wait to hear these.
All right, number 10, it is a family name.
What was last week?
Last week's, they were burning poor innocent me, who was not at the meeting. Was not there at the meeting. So number 10, it is a family name. Number 9, is that a radio I hear? Oh no, it's just Andy Berriger. Number 8, Mark, be quiet. You're just too loud on this show. It's just too loud. Number 7, hey, turn that microphone up, Jim. We can't hear you back there.
Okay.
Number 6, Dave, can you play that thing, or is it just for looks? Number 5, didn't you guys leave a tip? I didn't think so. Number 4, Jim, put the sheep away. Number 3, it is a family name. Number 2, Mark Allen Kerr. I rest my case. And number 1, haven't the top 10s this year been pretty darn good?
Yeah.
Good job, John.
Thank you, Andy. Had to cover myself.
Yes.
Now for the real top 10.
The real top 10. Today's top 10 is the top 10 places to be in Washington.
Ooh.
And if we could roll it right now.
Very fine video.
No explanation. Number 10, the car wash. Number 9, East Peoria Community High School. Notice how dark it is. Oh! Oh! Here we are at Babcock Field, getting ready for next year's football games. All right, let's go!
And number 7, in the Sunnyland parking lot. Oh, crap.
This place needs no explanation.
What does the sign mean?
No loitering. Cops! Hey, wait a second, guys. Here we are, in front of an unknown store, ready for some Wild West excitement and adventure. Ah! Ah! Get up, get up. Woohoo! Yes, folks, home sweet home.
The top 10 places in Washington. All right.
Yep.
All right. Okay, now to keep you informed on high school news, we bring on our sports correspondents and our arts correspondents. Tonight we'll have Carrie Jose and Chris Franklin. Terry. The old couch.
Andy.
All right, whoever wants to start first, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. I'll start with sports. Won't take long. We have basketball. Both teams are practicing, and so is wrestling. And the earliest thing is next Tuesday. The girls have their first basketball game. I don't know if it's home.
All right, girls basketball.
That'd be the 20th.
Heard a little rumor here that the Gigantosurgeons might be the official pet band to the girls basketball team. So
Yeah.
catch them there.
Okay.
No, Mr. Martin said doesn't matter. So
We're gonna travel right on into fine arts here, and this November 15th and 16th is the fall play, and it's up the down staircase.
all right, right,
Yeah.
right, here, right.
And okay, the curtain opens at 7:30. That would be tonight, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday.
Which
And
we've gotten into this before every year. You know, if you're watching the show, you're obviously not there. So be there tomorrow. You know,
yeah,
every
Go
year
on.
we do this
6
time warp thing.
And the tickets are sold at the door, or you can buy them from anybody who's in the play. And they're $1.50 for students and $2.50 for adults.
Activity pass.
And
is
activity
good?
passes are valid for 1 entry.
Right.
So if you want to come twice, you have to pay for a ticket. Okay, and that's all.
Okay. Music, madrigals is the big thing right now. It's December 13th, 14th, and 15th. 13th and the 14th is Beggars Nights, that's $6. And the 15th is Saturday, that's $15. It's the big dinner. So come see it.
Okay, so thank you very much for bringing us our news. Chris Franklin, Carrie Jose, our arts and sports correspondents. Okay, we have now one of our features. We have Cooking with Carrie, and I believe tonight.
Hi, everybody.
The mic here. This is Carrie. She will be cooking with us today. What will you be making for us today?
I'm just going to tell you how to make $1 Million sugar cookies, but I'm not actually going to make them in front of you. That would be kind of time-consuming.
Okay, so we're just getting to see the.
Yes. If you want the recipe, I guess you can come get it from me later. But you take a cup of shortening, half cup of white sugar, half cup of brown sugar, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a half teaspoon salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of soda, and a half cup of nuts if you would like, and you mix them up on low. You guys get out of the cookie dough. And then after that's mixed, you add in 2 cups of flour slowly.
So you
and
just
then-
throw all that stuff in there at the
Yeah,
same
you mix it in the
time?
mixer and it's all
You
mixed
have to
up.
use your hands or
No, you just use an electric mixer.
Oh.
It doesn't take very long. And then
could
you
you
take,
use your hands if you wanted to?
I guess that would probably take a long time.
Oh, okay.
And then you take your cookie sheet and you sprinkle a little sugar on the cookie sheet. And then you take your batter and you roll it into little balls about this big. Yes! This is the cookie dough. Just stay out, Andy.
So
Can I have some later if you want?
Cookie dough.
You just roll into little balls, and then you roll it in the sugar on the cookie sheet. And then you take a glass or a jar lid, something that's got a round bottom about this size, and you dip that in some sugar. Don't have the sugar here, it'd be kind of messy. And then you just flatten the little ball.
Wow.
But since you're on your cookie sheet, you don't
Let's
have
hear
to
it for Carrie.
And then,
Those are beautiful.
but
Now,
then,
if you had the sugar, it would have slid
Yeah,
off
it would've
easier,
slid a
probably.
lot off.
I see.
and then you just kind of have some sugar.
Voila! Now that is impressive, is it not? Let's hear it for Carrie.
Yeah.
So how long would you cook these
You
for?
put these in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes on 350 degrees.
I see. And they turn out nice and beautiful here. Go ahead and try one, Andy. Always let the co-host test first. Very nice, very nice. They look beautiful.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Carrie, take one with me here. We take the dough, too.
I have to save the dough for somebody else that already asked for it.
Oh, what a bummer. All right. We have our featured guest tonight. We'll be presenting a large presentation on the madrigals, which, coming up. Before you know it, we have Butch Bailick. Let's hear it for Butch Bailick. Have a seat on the... Okay, now this is an official, except for the shoes, of course, madrigal costume.
Yes, it is, John.
I see. Did you have another model, or...
Rain, she kind of got sick, I guess.
Okay, so we'll only see a male costume today then. Okay, now when are the dates?
The dates,
It's just the dates
we have two Beggars Nights, and those are the 13th and 14th of December. Then we got the dinner, which is the 15th, on a Saturday, I think.
Now, explain what happens at each of these nights. Or are they the same?
Well, Beggars Night's a little shorter, and we cut out the dinner, so it'd be cheaper, so you could have more people come for cheaper, I guess.
But it's the same entertainment, right?
Basically.
Basically.
So then there's the dinner, which you have food, we have an act, we have a play, sort of. It's like a play. And we have people come and they act and do a funny skit. A lot of funny things. They say funny things.
Okay, so go through the order of, like, say I was a guest and I came, and from when I get there to when I leave.
Well, you get there and you sit at a table. I don't know.
Which you have to make a reservation for.
Yeah, so you call ahead to the school or contact a company member, and then I guess you sit there. And
You're probably seated by someone, right?
Yeah, you get called out your name too. You get your name called out.
Town crier, maybe.
Yeah. And then you sit there and enjoy the feast, enjoy a singing, and then watch our play, and we watch us sing again. We say goodbye, and we're gonna leave, and that's the end of the story.
And so you get a concert and a dinner, then? Is what you're saying?
And a little play too.
Okay, explain the music to us.
The music is a madrigal. It's old English, and it's old English.
What's the time period of our dinner night?
Well, it's
1400s or 15?
Around there, I guess. 1586.
I hear a whisper of 1486.
There we go.
And where does it take place at?
England.
Okay. Well, where does our dinner take place at?
Washington.
In the Commons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a video clip from last year. If we could just show about a song of that, if that's ready.
For the entertainment of its royal personages.
Jesters, it would please me immensely if thou wouldst for us a story make up. Yes, make it thou a story up.
Make it we a story up?
Make it a story.
Up? Make it.
Well, if I make it the story up, it must by needs be short. There is a wonderful story by the Brothers Grimm, relatively grim and moderately grim. It is called Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. But we will need help to tell it. We need a beautiful damsel, a handsome prince, a distraught father, a generic witch, and 17 feet of hair. Of course, I can play any part except the hair. I don't do hair.
I don't think we wrote, let down your heir. An heir is a son or daughter who inherits your wealth when you die. And if you die broke, well, then I suppose you have let down your heir. Well, maybe that is what what we meant. No. We meant hair, as in rabbit. It should be Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your rabbit.
That sounds like a furry tale to me. You get it? Furry tale? Well, hazoo to you too.
No. We meant H-A-I-R.
Okay, that was just a little clip of the skit there, and he's gonna fast forward that tape and get us a song. But do you know the name of the skit this year? What? Yeah. Or would we like to keep that a surprise? Or?
Yeah, a surprise.
Surprise. All right.
Okay.
Doesn't know.
And you don't know, Rich says back there. Okay, but if you were to go to this, how long would each night last? Is it hard to say?
Well, I think it's a couple
Beggars'
hours.
nights are shorter.
Yeah, Beggars' nights are shorter by. Sure.
He knows because he's taped it before us.
And the dinner is like 2 hours.
How are
minutes late.
the madrigal singers selected?
Well, I have to be in the company when they're selected to.
So it is the company singers.
Yeah, it's a company singers. Same difference.
And when did you start learning music for this?
Oh, a while ago. I don't know. We started learning about a couple months before the show. So we have a lot of songs to memorize. It's all memorized. It's all good music, and it's tough to learn.
About how do you know a rough number of songs, maybe?
16.
16.
Yeah, 16.
Plus, you said a skit, which are some of our members from the company in that as well?
A couple.
And are there lines in between
There's lots
songs?
of lines between songs, yes.
Are there dances and other things to do? Or?
There's other entertainments, like jesters, they do tricks, and the people dance. There's like 2 or 3 dances we each do.
And of course the eating time, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. If we have that ready to go again, if we could get a...
Hold on, there's a lot of footage here.
Okay, that's all right.
Why don't you talk about the Madrigal Brass Choir?
The skit was awfully... and we even have live brass choir. It's very, very nice to say because most schools do not have enough fine brass players to... it takes quite the developed brass player to be able to handle that type of music, doesn't it?
Yes.
Just not say yes. It
lot
does. I think it does.
Practice.
Who is in charge of the madrigals?
Mrs. Zook is in charge of the madrigals.
Mrs. Zook.
And she does a great job every year.
Now, do the madrigal singers, is the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, is that their only performance, or do they perform at other times?
Well, they get asked to perform other times. They get called up and say, "Can you perform madrigals for us?" And so we do that.
By what type of groups do this?
Like retirement homes sometimes do that, and other people like
church groups. And
that's good. Guilds, other guilds like Quilt Guild.
So is the month of December pretty booked up then for the company?
Very busy.
Very busy time.
Hard, most of November too, getting ready for it. It's very hard.
A lot of evening practices, or does it just happen during class? Or?
Well, it's during class, but you have to work on your own. You have to work after school, like homework, and spend a couple hours.
Okay. Now you'll notice on the tape that the set work, is that real intricate?
Intricate?
Yeah. Is it a fancy set, or is it just real simple?
It's pretty simple, I guess. I know it's kind of complex. The lighting is very complex.
I see.
The setting is kind of simple.
Okay. All right, we'll go to that video now and see that fine set.
The dancing will no further go.
I pray you good, so I say you so.
Because John Sanderson will not come to, will not come to, will not come to.
She must come to, and she shall come to, and she must come whether she will or no.
Welcome, John Sanderson, welcome, welcome.
Come pray, come here to find us. And shall we go dancing once again, and once again, and once again. And shall we go dancing once again. This dance it will no further go. I pray you good, may why say you so? Because John Sanderson will not come to, will not come to, will not come to.
And now that was just one of the dances that happens to have a little verse with it. Then it was Andy Berger singing that first solo. All right, what do we have Monday now for
Monday
the
we have
Magical Singers?
Middle Illini thing for Magicals. So that always like 6 schools come over.
Everyone in the Middle Illini.
Yeah.
Is it happening here?
It's happening here in the Commons.
Now, is this is it for the public or is it for them to perform for each other?
We perform for each other, and we kind of like, I don't know, test each other out.
Do we do the whole show or just a couple?
We just do a couple songs.
Okay, so that way you get to see other schools.
Yeah, we see how good they are and how.
All right.
Compare ourselves to them.
Now, what kind of food are we talking about with Madrigals?
It's always a surprise for us, I think. I never knew until the day that. You don't get to eat. The magical people don't get to eat. So we don't really.
Is it catered in by?
It's catered.
Professional
it's
caterer.
Like good food. Like there's first the lettuce, the salad, and you have the soup, and you have main dish, and you have dessert. Figgy pudding usually.
So it's really expensive type dinner that you're getting.
Nice.
Is that the reason for the high cost then?
Yes, that's most of the reason. Because we break even, I think, from Magicals.
So it's not for a profit
not
then?
For a profit.
Really. It's just to be able to do it.
To perform and get experience in performing Magical.
Okay, well, why don't you give us the dates again on?
The 13th and the 14th and the 15th of December.
Okay. Thank you very much, Butch Bailey, for coming out for Magicals. Thank you very much. Come back.
Farewell. Farewell, Lord Butch.
Lord Butch.
With the fine shoes.
Everything but the socks. Oh, where'd my agenda go? I marked it up. We have now an audience game for you. And Andy, if you would.
All right.
Contestants.
Today our contestants are, let me see the list here. We have Derek Schrone.
Come on down, Derek.
Kelly Rathman.
Come on down, Kelly.
Come on down. And Terry Guston.
All right, come on down, Terry. Fine group of contestants. We are playing as always. WCHS Today Trivia.
Yeah, WCHS Today Trivia. We have for you 3 big questions. Number 1. How many shows left to break the record?
22.
22.
We point out the score that Terry has 1, Kelly has 0, Derek has 0, and the cat has 0.
That poor cat. Question number 2. Is the microphone in the box too soft? Kelly.
No.
Good. It's not too soft, and it's almost too loud.
Why don't we make that last one a bonus question of 2 points there?
All right, here we go. 2 points to the person who answers this question. What station is WCHS Today's show on? Kelly.
Channel 32.
So that. Yes, the fine.
Fine. WCHS Today popcorn.
Oh my goodness.
Kelly Rathman, the winner of WCHS Today.
Congratulations.
Let's have a round of applause for our contestants. It was kind of short.
It was sweet, yes.
It was very sweet.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. Fine, knowledgeable contestants.
Yes.
Yes. And it was not rigged.
It was not.
Very much. We have had another fine advocate come out in between shows. I think it's been maybe a week now since that's come out. And to review the advocate this evening will be Jim Bremenkamp. So warm up. Jim,
Nice shoes.
Jim doesn't have any shoes.
We go from.
Jim, when you were reading through this paper, did you like it?
I particularly liked this month's edition. I did, yes.
Now, is this a large edition? How many pages are there?
Boy, this is very large. This is 6 pages.
All right. Have we ever had a 6-page?
No, we have not.
Dying cows.
It's all right. It's all right. What was your favorite articles or article?
I had a tie really with Snowball Almost Here by someone that didn't sign their name.
No, I signed that article. It just happened to not get on there. So.
And another one by a man that works here with us, Mr. James G. Where the Dragons Dwell. That was
what type of
that
article
really
was
impressed me. That was A1.
What type of article was Jim's?
Jim's was kind of like a.
If I may interject, it was an English theme.
Yeah, it was an English theme. It was about the inner place of your mind and how you can relax.
So it was an original composition then, Jim?
Yes, sir.
And is that a new thing for the Advocate to put in students' composition?
I think so.
Okay. Did you find that enjoyable in there?
Yes, I did. Very enjoyable. It kept me reading all the way to the last period.
All right. How many articles were in this fine paper?
Oh, I think I counted like 25.
25.
Whoa. Yeah.
Now they weren't all by the same people.
No,
either?
of course not.
Very well distributed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you want to just point out a couple articles that you thought were, worth reading there.
Oh, of course, the Snowball and Where Dragons Dwell, which I've already mentioned.
We have Kevin in there, a picture of Kevin.
Yes, a bit. Oh, gotta get that.
Pages.
There's Kevin.
Kevin, doing fine.
And we also had an article in here about the big man on top, Mr. Lee Edwards.
All right.
Big article. Nice picture, Mr. Bruner. And
let's hear it for Mr. Bruner.
And we have an article about a future on the golf tour, Mr. Ken Wells. We have an article about Toto, our foreign exchange student, and we have a nice sports page on the back that has an article about football and volleyball, the two fall sports of our high school.
So overall, it was a good.
Very successful. Very good.
All right,
good.
and when will we be receiving the new one? Is it monthly now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is monthly.
Thank you very much, Jim Bremenkamp, for coming on and doing the Advocate Review.
Great.
We'll see you back next month with the next Advocate. Okay. Well, we scratched that. I didn't. That. A small change in the agenda, everyone.
Oh, thank you for telling us.
Okay. His eyes are not cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Remember.
Okay, we go now. After we bring on the Bear of Good Tidings. I wouldn't forget you. I would have.
I am the bearer of good tidings.
El Caban.
22 songs till we beat the record.
22 songs?
22 shows.
He's
22
just got
songs.
madrigals in his head. He is ready, 22 shows left.
That's right.
Pretty impressive. We are on number 10.
All right.
Stop it, you're killing me. Number 10.
John 70th
Strike show number 10.
By the way, this happens to be John's 70th show.
70th show right here.
70.
Number 70.
He's an old man.
And we go to one of the finest parts of our show. So I must say that top 10 was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
The audience poll, and the question this week was, why do trumpet players' faces turn so red when they play? Because everyone except for Derek Schoen can't play very well.
Wow!
Don't know who wrote that one, I just don't know. Because trumpets have well-oiled valves. P.S. I don't hit wrong notes very often. They are trying to match the color of their faces with Mr. Hess's mauve pants. They aren't used to blowing so much at one time. They're trying to look as good as the blue-faced saxophones. I don't even think so. Vince's face turns red because he has. Yeah. You have fun with that one. They're holding their breath in anticipation of what a beautiful sound they will make. What a beautiful sound they will make.
That's a good one. John, read it.
Can't say it's a family show.
Read it.
Vince has too many nose hairs and he can't get air to his brain. Because the thought of losing all their hair like Uncle Woody. Because of the silly putty that was placed in the spit valve. Spit valve. Instrument that needs a spit valve.
Hey,
because they're suffocating. Obviously. Because their spit valves are clogged. Because they're nervous.
Yeah, you did.
Because they are using their diaphragms. Okay. They're embarrassed because they have because of the quality of their playing. Because they can't compare to the tubas. Now, those two were written in the same ink. Just to let you know that.
Gnu.
Killed Gary after the show.
Gary Gnu.
Because Tom gets embarrassed when he hits the wrong notes.
Now, really, guys, how often is that?
A lot. A lot.
Thank you.
Because they are so full of hot air. Because they don't know how to play, unlike the wonderful French horns. Who cares? Okay, who cares? I don't know. Because, I can't even read this.
I'll read it. Because they're thotics.
Can't read it.
Let me try. No, never mind. I will try.
Okay, and our last audience poll was submitted to me at lunch day, thus the napkin. Your wrestling shoes are just too tight. All in good, clean fun, of course.
Hear that sizzling from us?
All in good, clean fun. Well, we thank you all in the audience for coming, and for you at home watching. Thank you. We'll see you next week, same time, same channel. All right.